everyone, it's Mary and Dave from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. We're here in the ravine, a very peaceful day, and we just love it here. It's just a block away from our house, and we said, hey, why don't we just take a walk today and film a video of doing an oracle reading for you today. And guess what? What happened? I forgot my tarot cards, but I did bring.
And she dropped one of the cards in the stream too.
In the ravine, yes. And
we had a bit of an adventure getting it out.
But I did bring sexy love notes. I did remember to bring Life Loves You, and I Can Do It. So it's going to be a little bit of a different reading, but the guides, spirit guides, that's what the message is for. That's the message that they wanted to give you with these cards. So everything happens for a reason. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle. First I'm going to use the Sexy Love Notes. Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. Okay, so whichever jumps out is the card. That's one. Let's see, the first card was Invite Your Fears to Tea. You can see that? So invite your fears to tea. So this is telling you to not be afraid of any challenges or anything that has triggered some kind of fear inside of you. If anything, look at it and say there's nothing to be afraid of, like in this present moment. Just invite. Something is maybe giving you a bit of a scare. So my advice about that is to try to combat all these fears, to try to do one thing a day that actually scares you. Like if you can do something that is out of your comfort zone, get out of your comfort zone. You know, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, you could also invite them for a coffee, if you prefer coffee.
Yeah.
But
or a beverage.
I like what Mary said exactly. What works for me is if I have some kind of fears triggered and I take some time to be alone with myself and just observe the fears, I can notice that they are not here right now. I can ask myself, is this really here? What's happening right now? What is really happening right now in this moment? And my mind can start to relax and realize that it's all in my imagination and none of the fear is actually here right now in this moment. And that will start my mind to unravel a little bit and to relax, and then I can start to see other possibilities and possibly even other solutions. But if not, at least I'm starting to slow down. I'm not so gripped in that fear. And I can even contemplate or ponder things from the past where I've been afraid, or things that have been scary, but when I actually went through it, the reality of the thing itself, it wasn't that scary. It was just one moment at a time. You can just do what you can do. And that's what anything we have to face is. We only have to face it one moment at a time. So if you're feeling afraid, just face the fears, and like the famous saying is, 99% of them, or something like that. It's by Mark Twain, look it up. 99% of them never happen. So, or at least the way it's just imaginary, most of it. Doesn't mean you don't have to deal with things or, you know, maybe take actions or take steps, but at this moment right now, just breathe, relax, and just look at them directly, and they'll start to loosen their grip on you, and you'll start to see solutions.
And also, I have to say, another type of fear is listening to your intuition.
Yeah.
Say, for instance, you're getting this feeling of, like you have to make a decision, or you're in a situation where you have to act fast, but you're feeling afraid. That is also your intuition telling you that it's a good time to breathe, listen, and maybe take a step backward into it, and maybe not go into that.
That's a really good point, Mary, because in those situations your intuition is giving you a warning. And how do you know the difference between your imagination running away with you and creating doomsday scenarios in the future and something that's actually a warning from your intuition? Well, when it's your intuition and you sit still with it, it doesn't feel anxious. It's more like you just know that that's a message. You can realize, you know what, that's a message. I feel something there. Whereas when it's your imagination, it's like your mind is going like,
exactly.
Ah.
And we're all intuitive.
You know.
See, we all have intuition. I was given a question actually by one of my by one of my clients, and she asked me, how do I strengthen my intuition? Well, simple. Take a moment every day to listen to your breath. Meditation is key. But if you don't have the time to meditate, and then maybe if you're not familiar with any kind of meditation, it's okay. I'll make it really simple for you. Take 5 deep inhales for a count of 5, and exhale for a count of 5. Do this a few times, and then listen to what's going on inside your gut, your stomach.
I'd like to add even just spending a few minutes each day alone. You don't even have to do anything except just be with yourself and
nature.
And pay attention.
Yeah. Okay, the next card we got was Make Waves. You can see that? And it's your time to not be afraid. Like the first card, invite your fears to tea. To just make a stand. You have something to give. You have something to share. Go ahead and do it. Don't be afraid what another person's gonna think of you. Don't be afraid of what they think, because it's none of your business what they think of you. Remember that. It's none of their business.
They're preoccupied with their own. We're all preoccupied with our own life anyways. We're all the star in our own show, and everybody else is a bit player, right? So it's the same with everybody else. They don't really care that much. They might think something about you, but it's mostly your own story that you're making up. So, don't let thoughts of others and their inhibitions hold you back from expressing yourself and what you want to go after and create with your life.
The next card is give each other space.
All right, honey, I'll be right back.
Okay, so what give each other space is actually what it means. Give each other space. You know, we all need time for ourselves to reflect. And I'm just going to let Dave start this conversation because he seems to be really good with this kind of stuff.
Gee, thanks. I thought what you said was perfect. Basically,
okay. Well, I was like, I had nothing really much to say unless anything comes through.
I was going to say I have nothing to add to what you said. It was
That's
perfect.
what I was thinking. I have nothing much to say. Then, sometimes
instead of trying to get your word in,
Yeah.
like if you just had a disagreement with someone, or there's a bit of a conflict with someone, sometimes all it takes is just getting some space and getting centered within yourself and letting that other person have some space too, and letting the dust settle before you try to communicate again with them, if you need to communicate with them.
If you notice your partner or your loved one or someone that you really care about is being a bit distant from you, you got to just give that person space, because sometimes that person, I'll tell you, they have to go through what they have to go through. It's not always about you, or it's maybe about somebody else. There's a cute little doggy over here. Hello. Sometimes it's only about what this person's going through. And this person has a shadow, and whatever they have to go through, they can't see what is there. They can't see. So sometimes they have to go through what they have to go through. So keep this in your mind that you need to give this person space and just go with it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is our reading for today. And just take it, go with it, do what you got to do. Oh, I have some affirmation cards. I am willing to learn. The more I learn, the more I grow. And then the flip side is, no matter how old I am, I can always learn more and do so with confidence. Okay, so that's our reading for today. Hope it was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. And take it and just reflect, think about it, and just have a gorgeous day. Namaste.
Namaste.
Peace. Peace.
Bye.